explain to them that you aren't hostile. After seeing you save it, its family is very grateful to you.
Go home. Leave. Hard decision. Don't know. They are weak. If waiting, then...
Don't worry. I understand. Family is very important to us. No matter when we were actually family. It has done a lot to protect this territory and can't help but worry now that it's about to leave. Can you do one last thing?
Of course. I need to organize my...
Thank you. Tend. So I don't like plants invade.
There are two things that it wants you to do. One is to look after the land that the food is grown in, and the other is to drive away the plants that are...
Soy! There!
Paimon understood that! No need to translate. We'll take care of it. I'll protect us. Let's dance.
There's still a long...
We planted all the seeds! It's time to handle the invading plant life! Hup. Ah! Wildflowers! It wasn't kidding when it said plants were invading! Coming at ya! Hiya! Nah! Coming at ya! Ha-ha! Whew! That should be all of them. Yeah, I've calmed down now. But can you tell us about the Dendro Dragon? We don't know... Well... The history of dragons starts... Sumeru was a Pep's territory. In those days, the lush rainforest covered the entire... Oh, so there was no desert back... Not at first. That came when a giant spike fell from the sky, turning a huge section of the rainforest into sand. In an attempt to adapt to its new environment, a Pep changed color from the emerald green of the forest to the yellow of the sand. No wonder those two elemental life forms are always talking about the importance of adapting. Apep has always seen itself as the master of Sumeru, and has refused to recognize the new order that was established. Even now, it probably still holds great hostility to... However, powerless against the power in the sky, and then the forbidden knowledge many millennia later, it's been unable to stir up any trouble. Conflicts between the two sides are destined to continue until about... As far as I know, Apep had been slumbering in the desert, and King Deshret had taken a great interest in it. I'm not sure what may have led it to become involved, but rescuing it is definite. The crystal that I have in my possession is probably the key.
to say is that as long as family members get along well, you place importance on appearances, but we do not. We find these are all things that are more reliable than mere external appearances. These are the fruits.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! Looks can always change, so it wouldn't matter. Paimon would still be able to— Still nothing new from the forest. Seems like we won't be able to find your other family. It appears we are out of leads to follow. And it's okay, it isn't your fault. I don't think maybe it's because the crystal has a very close connection to Forbidden, and if that's the case, finding the other fungi still wouldn't help us at all.
The crystal and the Lord of Dendro.
I do.
The prophecy is a story that connects events of the past and the future. A family member once said that the apocalypse is a part of us, and that there is value in The rest of the family did not approve of its opinion at the time.
Preserving the apocalypse? Do you mean that there's still some that hasn't been That's not very likely. The power of Ermin's soul covers every inch of— Did the prophecy say where that family member—
To the limitless depths east of Sumeru. A murky place that no one can reach.
Yeah, that must be the chasm, right? But what— It's impossible to— What if it can be converted to a different form? I'm sorry if I'm suddenly not making any sense. Follow me. I'll explain it once we find that elemental life form. So that elemental life form came all the way here on its own and spent a long time by itself? Wouldn't it already have become the Withering? There is a chance that it could avoid that end, using the power of something here. I'm referring to what was used to fight against the Abyss. It once repaired, has the ability to purify and stabilize powers that shouldn't exist into that. Forbidden knowledge that its light has shone upon is kept here forever in a different form. Yep. It's just like soap bubbles that rise to— Another strange metaphor. But
what the Lord of Dendro means is that the apocalypse was altered by the power of the giant spike.
Yes, and it shouldn't be far from here. Let's go and take a look. It's over there! Looks like we'll have to clear out the oozing filth in this area. You two should be able to take care of it, right? Yep! We know what to do! We'll just use the lumen stone on the oozing concretion!
So that's it! This one's got your name on it! Hey there!
I'll protect us. Oh, hi, yeah, hi. Oh, hi,
Take flight!
Let's dance.
Umbrella warfare, I guess!
Let the show...
It should be the life form from the prophecy.
That light! Wait. Something dark is coming out. What's going on? Didn't the heat...
Maybe it's because such a long... Although the power of the oozing filth is more stable than that of the apocalypse, it might have lost its mind after being so...
Oh no! But I should be able to purge it with my elemental power. But this is our only chance. Traveler! It's okay. I trust your judgment. Oh, yeah! You said that the You want to use its power.
The Lord of Dendro seems hesitant. It's risky to use its power without
Don't understand! This no good, that no good.
Yes, I understand. But this is our only chance to return.
It's okay. There's no need to argue. How about this? Traveler, I understand that you have an amazing resistance to forbid. Don't overdo it, Traveler.
Lord of Dendro, and you others.
Yay! Looks like...
Lord of Dendro, here in person. Wait, did you get smaller again?
I'm sorry. That portion of my memory is highly unreliable at the moment. I can't...
That sounds about right. After all, the purpose of my existence is precisely for those You once said that the apocalypse will be completely eradicated, and that relevant memories, even you couldn't promise that you'd remember our agreement. However, you are definitely someone who stays true to your word.
You and I made...
Yes, you used your power to protect me. That is the reason why I was able to survive here. To be honest, I'm nearing my end. I had thought I'd be stronger than this.
No one can withstand the power of the apocalypse.
In order to preserve a somewhat stable memory, I had to change the power of the apocalypse into a Only the giant spike that fell from the sky was capable of doing something like that. Is the moment I lost my chance of being rescued by the Lord of Dendro. But enough about me. Lord of Dendro, let's get to the important matter at hand.
I understand. Can you please tell me what this is?
This is a fire seed. It's an essential item for saving the Dendro Dragon. The Lord of Dendro and our people created this item together. It mimics how the Dendro Dragon has been tormented by the apocalypse for far too long. However, if you are able to reactivate its heart of Oasis using the fire seed, then and as a result, our homeland...
Oh, so the heart of Oasis is a...
No wonder the crystal was able to heal this fungus just now. That's what it's used for.
What? You used the fire... That's... never mind. The fire seed contains a high concentration of elemental power. It is not stable in its current form.
Since I am its creator...
All right. Aside from being... In other words, you'll be able to find the Dendro Dragon. But you should hurry. There is little time...
What about...
Forget about me.
Everyone is returning home.
As I told you, I've our Lord of Dendro. I thank you for... Our past has been saved. And our future. It's enough for me. Just knowing that they will return.
Hey! Wait! It turned into...
Can you use the Lumen Stone once more? Please, of all of us?
This is a small ball of light that it left behind.
I can feel it. I can feel its knowledge and emotions. It has all returned to its original elemental form and is becoming one. Do not be sad, my friends. Its wish has come true.
Because it's external formed.
Yes, because our external form does not matter, and our home has been saved. There is no...
Let's go!
Home. It's not much further. Follow me, we're close now. I can feel its power lingering and shifting around us. Sometimes it feels distant, but other times it seems close. This is its way of warning us. It has already noticed our presence.
I'll protect us. We won't be able to see anything if we keep going that way.
We found it. A pep. The Dendro Dragon.
I knew it would be big, but not that big.
Puny god, puny human. Leave my domain. Frail life forms like you cannot survive in the endless.
Apep, we're here to save.
I do not need saving, especially not by. You are no different from Amun. Both of you have only existed for a fraction of what you know as time. Yet you call yourselves lords of this land by leaning on the heavens' glow. You're better off paying attention to your path ahead, as you will fall where you've fallen before.
I know that you hate both gods and humans, but you've grown too weak now. Can't you let go of your hatred, even for only a—
Let go, foolish boor. You will find no gratefulness from me, even if you will only be reviving the dragon that will destroy Sumeru and—
No, you're ill, that's all.
That I am. Time will bring death to all. It's unavoidable. Although I am gravely ill, my mind remains. I am different from the ancient dragons that came to terms with you.
There's no need for this. There's no point in fighting. What we need is the truth.
The truth. The shackles that the god of wisdom can— I have paid dearly for the truth. And you shall do the same soon enough.
Hey, don't leave! Careful, something's coming.
Ah! What is that?
It's our family.
Huh? They're your family too? External form not important.
The composition of their elemental power is identical to ours.
Is this what they've become after experiencing the apocalypse?
This is also a form of adaptation, although a most gruesome and pitiful one. Many of our family members never made it out. They've gradually taken this form in order to—
Is there any way to avoid fight?
Hey! Can you guys talk? We're here.
They've given it their all just to survive.
They're being drawn by the fire seed. Only its power can temporarily— All that remains are the instincts to survive and search for energy needed to do so.
So this is the result.
Would our world become the same if forbidden knowledge was allowed to rampage across Teyvat? Like fish struggling on land, unable to find a single puddle of fresh water in the entire world.
Yes, but please try to be gentle with them. They are not evil in nature.
Watch out! Fire! Well, with rocks. Ah! I'm coming at ya!
Paimon thinks they used up all their strength. They want to go home.
Yes, it was never their intention to leave the Dendro Dragon.
Is there a way to make them revert to their years of torment is what turned them into their current state. Their external form has become their shackle. It seems only the fire seed, or Apep's Heart of Oasis can— But it'll be risky if we use the fire—
Correct. We cannot use—
Everyone goes home. This is...
Let me think for a second. It's fine. Let's use the power of the fire seed. I can't bear leaving them in the desert. Don't worry, the decision is on me. I'll take responsibility for whatever happens. It won't require much elemental power. I'm just worried that but as long as I use my elemental power to stabilize it a little, it shouldn't be—
Thank you. Sorry. Stubborn.
Thank you, Lord of Dendro.
Returning home is the most important thing. I'm not doing this just to protect you, but also because I hope to use you and your experience and try speaking to Apep after all. That giant Dendro Dragon is also your family. Maybe it would listen.
I will stand with you, Lord of Dendro. I will—
Yes.
Thank you. Alright, here it goes.
Family. We will all be able to go home soon. Enormous amounts of knowledge and emotions are moving inside of me. They're all very exciting. To imagine such growth could be achieved in such a
It's because you're carrying everyone's hopes and...
Yes, finally.
This is the last part. Let's go. Is huge. Could this be where the... Yeah. Who knows? Our goal is not only to find the dragon, but that will be impossible if we can't get it to... But how are we gonna do that? I'll see what I can do. Pep, I know we don't see eye to... However, we are both born of elemental power. We are not that different. And right now, we share a common enemy. We should not... Wonder if the I don't care about what you believe in, who you hate, or what you've done in the name of hatred. Nor do I expect you to be grateful. I'm here to save both you and your people. They've been searching for a way to save you ever since they left their homeland. They yearn for a chance to return home. And now that everything is over, all the hatred that you harbor has lost its meaning. Rather than continuing to fight, you should consider the life you've produced.
No response.
Your eagerness to survive means that you haven't given up on that world yet. If you claim to know so much more than I, then why don't you truly think about why you want to survive? And why you're so Please keep everyone safe and send us to the homeland. Nahida, where are we? Huh? And what about the traveler? I was only able to ensure that we made it here safely. It's Well, yep, let's go. Paimon knows that. It's just that Paimon isn't... let's hurry. He might be just up ahead. What's that? That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need, the damage it suffered internally will also slow. Then let's hurry and light it! Alright, hang on. Wait! The fire seed! It shattered! It was even more unstable than... But why? We barely used it! I'm not sure. Perhaps the fire seed was only capable. But if I didn't use its power on everyone, there's no way. And even if that's the case, there's no reason. Unless what? Unless I was already in a weakened state when I created this fire, which would be when we had first saved the desert. Oh no! Wait, let's put that as if the fire seed has shattered. Wouldn't that mean? Oh. Do you know what we should do now, Don't worry, Paimon. This is my responsibility. Although my elemental power is slightly different than that of elemental life forms, so all I have to do is imitate that power, while adding some of my own. And I'll be able to do what the fire...
You're gonna become...
Yes. It'll take a lot of power from me, but it still won't be anything compared to when I was in the desert. I might, however, become even smaller.
What happens if you...
I'll become a blade of grass or a twig. I will be able to unleash power beyond my limits if I can reverse the process of growth.
But you'll lose everything. You'll not only lose your...
That's all right. None of that matters compared to the dangers.
No, wait! There has to be another way. Besides, what will Sumeru do if you...
Maybe you and the Traveler can plant me in the soil of Sumeru once it is... I can still communicate with the world through the forest. It's just that you won't be able to see me for some...
You can't be serious. If the Traveler were here, he'd definitely... If we knew this was how you were going to take responsibility...
I'm sorry, Paimon, but we're out of options. Not all eagles who have fallen to the ground can soar in the sky once again. But if no risks are taken...
No. The fire seed shattered, and Nahida's... she's...
I know. A sacrifice must be made, but not by the Lord of Dendro. We've all grown on this long journey. If the purpose of that growth was to return home, then our wishes have come true. Would you lend us your power?
You knew it would come to this. All the knowledge, language, and emotions that you have learned will be reverted into pure elemental energy. In your new homeland, nothing of who you were will remain. You won't be remembered by anyone. Is that truly the return you've always dreamed of?
Lord of Dendro, don't be sad. This is not your home. We go home. Lord of Dendro should also go home.
Hear us, please. Feel our heartfelt desires. Awaken!
Achieved its
Because you're carrying everyone's hopes and dreams.
Yes, finally. We can...
Ready, steady, go!
Wonderful word. It's new, which means light. It will be your name.
A proper send-off! Agostino with love! Share my knowledge! Whirling snow! Hey there! Hey there! Ooh. Ah. Hiya! This one's got your name on it! Let the show begin! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Umbrella warfare, I guess! Hey! Can you hear Paimon? Say something! You fungi said that your form didn't matter, right? Then let us know.
Their knowledge, memories, and emotions have been reverted to elemental power and release. The guardians that have accompanied me for countless eras have also transformed into my elemental power. They will be born once again now that they're one.
But that's different! They won't ever be the same.
Paimon, we will never understand it, and it will never understand us. But as long as you can be healthy again, then nothing else matters to me, Apep. Samara will be free from threat as long as your health is maintained.
I thought that my rage would be kindled once my power returned to me. However, what I feel now is a feeling that has long eluded me. The feeling of peace.
The forbidden knowledge influenced you ever since you were contaminated, greatly amplifying your hatred and rage.
Yes, there's no denying that. Although my hatred for that usurper from beyond the heavens still stirs deep within me, destroying you and your people serves me no purpose. Be that as it may, my position still stands. When you inevitably perish due to your ever-expanding curiosity, I will still sneer and mock you in my...
Yeesh! Who can put up? I respect your decision, and with time, I will prove to you that we will not rip before you begin resting. There is one last... How did you become affected by forbidden knowledge?
It's a long story. We all once believed in the distant past that only forbidden knowledge could give us enough power to defeat the heavenly principles. The Dragon King acquired the power of darkness from outside of this world and led us in a fight against the order established by the outsiders.
Dragon King?
An unimaginable war took place into that, causing destruction on an unprecedented scale. The world itself was on the verge of collapse. In war, the victor would inherit the right to shape the world, while the loser... But I didn't give up on searching for a way to turn the tides, even after the death of the Dragon King. As I attempted to collect more forbidden knowledge from the corners of the world, as it was on the verge of collapse, I was stopped by the giant spike that fell from the sky. Sand dunes arose where there was only forest. And it was as if even Sumeru itself was trying to tell me that the era of the dragons was...
But you still didn't give up, did you?
Yes. Al-Ahmar eventually... His ambitions continued to grow. Although I didn't think much, the condition was that after his death, all the knowledge he came... At that time, I still harbored deep regrets. By the time the Dragon King finally returned, some of the dragons have grown close to your kind, and have forgotten all about our hatred from when the world was taken from us. And some died, leaving behind nothing but their bones, while others chose to flee after experiencing pain and agony. But for me, the scales and will of the Dragon King still shine bright in my heart.
I will follow them until the end of my time.
You really are insane.
When Al-Ahmar's proud kingdom collapsed, I swallowed him whole as I agreed, and absorbed his elemental. However, what I gained was no benefit. No. I gained the apocalypse. I used up all my strength just trying to keep the pain under control. But even then, I still believe that his insanity was far greater than that of my own.
So that's how the apocalypse...
I admit that I fell for his trap. I was like a final failsafe in his plan. Tiny Booer, and the rest of you, continue forward. I shall keep. How far will a life so dear and precious to the heavenly principles be able to go?
Hey! Looks like we've been sent back out!
The dragon will need to rest for a very long time, but it's not as ruthless as it was before. Curing the...
Nobody's in a good mood. Even though we accomplished something really important, Paimon still doesn't feel happy for some reason.
Indeed. Although they'll still have the chance to beat each opportunity for... Perhaps the immense power we released was the pouring out of all these irreplaceable emotions that had built up over time.
Can you really call a place with no family your home?
Family... Right! The Hydra fungus left behind its... Those two fungi might be waiting for it to return.
Oh yeah! Let's hurry and go take a look! How are we going to explain all the They're still here! Have they really been waiting here all this time?
We're back. I'm sorry. I really am. But it's gone home and won't be able to return for a very long time. Don't be sad. It did it to protect you. Your happiness is more important to it than anything else in the world. It's said that Newer is its most important family member. That's your name, isn't it? Oh. This is wonderful. So it has left traces of itself after all. They will definitely meet again, someday.